Well, welcome everyone, welcome back to the garage, welcome back to Retroschaft. I'm Robin, this is Andy, he came all the way from the UK. You might have seen that in our previous video about the MGB, where we failed to do anything. If that video made it to the channel, that is. We failed to do anything on the MGB yesterday. Yeah. But today we're working on the BMW. I thought it would be a good time to introduce Andy to the touring car world with the E36. And we still have a few interior parts to take out as well, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm still happy about that engine, like valve cover. So
it looks good.
It looks really good, right? It's pretty
It's a nice addition.
And the car is extremely clean as well. Like Andy is, as well, is pretty amazed by the condition of the car. It's really clean. It's a perfect base for a touring car build. Yeah. So yeah, it's an exciting day to make progress on the E36. So let's get started.
Let's go.
Right. Get this outside.
Car that's this age is that none of the bolts are rusty.
Yeah, none of the bolts are rusty. That's
it's all good.
Pretty good thing.
And for those watching late at night, no, this is not that kind of video.
We're not two guys in the back having a good time. Well, we are, but not that way.
Go.
So I guess we are now good to take out the back piece. Will it come easily though?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there you go. You're good.
So as with everything else, I'm trying to be as careful as possible because someone might still want to enjoy some interior pieces of this car. So yeah, hopefully we can recycle this to a new good owner who can use this. I'm pretty used to working on the MGB, and the MGB has no padding at all. But this car, like, there's padding just everywhere. It's got more padding on here as well. And then under the cover, there's like an entire black rubber piece as well. Like, look, just padding everywhere. Like you can see, it's just padding, more padding, padding everywhere. And all of this stuff, when you add up all this stuff, all this padding, it gets pretty heavy. Like all of these pieces as like a single piece it's not that heavy, but when you add them all up, it could well be like 100 kilos that we took out of this car. Which is pretty substantial because it only weighs maybe 1,400 probably. This is not like the most modern car, so it doesn't have a lot of safety systems. It's been quite a productive first hour. We took off the back piece very easily and very cleanly. Everything on this car comes off pretty easily, as Andy said a while ago. Now we're moving on to the center console, which if we take that out will allow us to at least take a look at how to take out the rest of the carpeting. So let's get going with that, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. Andy is not looking forward to it, so it seems. No, we'll see how this goes, but I'm confident we'll get it done. Scale from 1 to 10, how stripped would you say the BMW is right now?
She's a skinny girl.
She's a skinny girl. Yeah, well, definitely. The roof came off actually pretty easily. I think this is one of the most easy things we did on the entire car, but there is still a lot of insulation up there, which is glued onto the roof and not something which we're looking forward to taking off now. So this is something which we'll do in the future. We're putting in the seats now again, so we have something to sit on and not just the floor of the car. And then I think we're basically done. This should be the last job for today, of course. It's been a day's work, actually.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day. We made a lot of progress, so we did a lot of work, and yeah, it was a good day. Nothing more to it. So we're in the car, and we just hooked up the battery again. It's time to test if everything still works. So Andy, to you the honors.
Moment of truth.
Just start the car first.
Okay, we've got lights.
We've got lights. Okay, so that's good. So that means that the car only starts when it's in park. So that means that this thing is at least registering. Now let's test the windows. That side works. This side works. So far I'm pretty happy.
So far it's okay.
So far it's okay, and our work seems to be done properly. This light is turning on as well from the shifter. So that is this works as well. And he just tested this, so this is working as well. Now let's test the 4 blinkers.
You might want to check from
So
outside
they are
as well.
working inside, but obviously we have to check the outside as well. I can see the left one is working, or the right one is working, the left one is working. So the front is all right. Yeah. And the back is fine as well. So that's already a really good sign. So we are probably 90% good to go. The only thing left is testing if this thing actually shifts.
If it will actually go into gear, which
it does.
And will it move?
Will it move? Which it does.
It will move. So we've not killed it, which is good.
We haven't killed it.
That would be a bad day for everyone.
It has gotten a lot louder.
Something is very noisy. I think we're just going to park it this way in the garage, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll park it this way. Maybe you can test if the reverse works as well real quick. Yeah, seems to be fine.
So far so good.
So far so good. That was a very significant test drive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have to say
as small as it was.
As small as it was a very significant test drive.
Do the headlights work as well still? Windscreen on.
So that works.
Headlights work.
That might seem to work as well.
Perfect.
I think that's a job well done.
We're good.
All in all, this was a really successful day. We were able to strip the rest of the interior. The interior is fully stripped now as far as we're going to go in the next phase of this car. Our focus will now move towards doing the manual swap and then the wheels, tires and suspension. That's kind of what we have in mind to do next. And that will completely transform the driving feel and look of the car, because right now it's pretty soft, the suspension. So we're not sure if the shocks are still 100% perfect, so they could do with some, the car could be a lot stiffer and it should be a lot stiffer. So bigger wheels, stiffer suspension, probably racing bucket seats somewhere in the next year as well, and then a racing steering wheel as well, like an OMP one or a nice Sparco one would be really nice. But for now the car is stripped, it's good to go, it's good to move on to the next phase of turning this into a touring car. So I'm really happy. The car is looking absolutely fantastic. It's really cool to see, and it's also a very cool process to strip an entire car. This is the first time that I'm doing it. So yeah, it was cool. It came with its challenges, but we overcame every single challenge, and that was very cool. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.